You get all the snow? What about that one? Get that one. Good job, bud. Good job. What do you think of the end of that one, Tosh? Do you think Fred Penner lives in there? Well, bud, we got the rest of that cleaned up, didn't we? You have fun? Good. That's what it's all about, right? Hi guys, it's Andrew here from Eastonmade today, and welcome back to the Eastonmade channel. I've got Ashton, my helper, out here helping me out today. Finished up a couple blocks we had left over from the last video. Today's video is going to be a pretty simple one. I think it's going to be fairly short, I think. But I'm going to talk about the beam design on this wood splitter, because there's a couple of companies that take different approaches to this, and I honestly don't think one way or the other is particularly better. We use an H-beam. There's lots of companies out there that use a laminated beam. There's companies that put the oil tank will be the beam. In terms of laminated beam, if you've ever worked on an old salt truck or a big truck, a highway truck, anything like that, you know about laminated beams. That's the way the frames are built, and they're two C-channels pressed together. Do I think the other machines, the frames are gonna rot out in them? No, I don't think so. Wood splitters sit in the yard all the time, but that's kind of my thoughts on it. Why would you do it in the first place if the frost is gonna get in there and stuff? The oil tank one, I don't really get that either. Why not just put a proper oil tank on it and be done with it? A piece of tubing is dirty. There's a weld seam in there. There's a lot of potential for contamination in the oil. Do I think there's going to be contamination in the oil? No, I don't think that. But that's just my thoughts on that anyways. I don't know if they're trying to do it for a heat sink, like the tubing's going to be thicker, but in order for it to be a heat sink, there has to be airflow. A smooth piece of tube doesn't allow any airflow. And the reason why I do an H-beam, the reason why I do this and I don't do a fabricated beam, is because I truly believe that the fastest way from point A to point B is a straight line. This is simple, guys. This is as easy as it gets. Honestly, well, why would you change something that ain't broke? It doesn't make any sense. As you can see, that our beam is incredibly heavy. Like that's a lot of steel there. That's an 8-inch I-beam, and it's 1 inch thick. So you're not gonna bend it. You're not gonna bow it. You're not gonna break it. I haven't seen one of these bigger frames ever fail. And I'll tell you, I sold these things to some savages too. Like I said, guys, like it's as simple of a design as you're gonna get. It's as easy as you're gonna do it. It gives you a good mount for your axle, good mounts for your tongue, and it keeps it compact too. Like the controls are in the middle of it. It's easy to do that. You're not walking around the machine from one side to the other. You don't have a long distance to go for that. You can get in around your axles, you can get in around your controls, around your log lift and stuff. So when I was doing, I was kind of thinking about all those things and actually running the machine and what's gonna function best. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think. And like, as you can see, we do them differently. Like if you look at the axis over there, it's built on a couple of 2x6s because that's what's gonna work best for that. You can see that. Oh, come on over, I'll show you. Because like, there's more than one way to skin a cat, I guess is what I'm getting at. And like I said, I don't think there's really any right or wrong to one or the other. But you can see that on the axis, if we had a flange out here, you'd never get past your control panel. You'd always have to have a great big gap in there, or something of the sort. Is it that big of a deal? Probably not. The Ultra is built on the same principle as this, and the reason for that is if you actually look at the top of the Ultras, you can see that it keeps the catch pan flush with the top of it. There's no gap in there, and then you can easily pull a piece of wood back into it. So that's why we did that on the Ultra. That's why the Ultra is built on a 2x6 instead of on an H-beam, because that in that application where you're gonna have to pull wood back into it to resplit it, it's just a lot easier. So anyways, guys, that's kind of my spiel about that. Like I said, it's not going to be, I don't think it's going to be a terribly long video, but hopefully it gives you some insight to kind of the method of the madness here of why we did this. And like I said, I don't think the other ones are right or wrong. I really don't. This is just, like I said, I think it's the easiest, simplest, most compact way you could do it. And as long as you pour the steel to her, as long as it's good and heavy, I don't see any issues with service life. Like I said, we have guys that are running these things that are running them commercially every single day. Like they really don't shut off, and we don't have any issues with them with parts wearing out prematurely or nothing like that. So that's why we do it. That's why we continue to do it. If you like the video, guys, give her a big thumbs up, hit the subscribe button on the bottom. Really appreciate everybody's feedback and support. It means the world to us. Like, we can't build these things better unless we hear from you guys. So if you can, drop a comment below and let me know what you think of it. Let me know if you think we can do it better. I'd really appreciate it, guys, and hope to see you on the next one.